So at work, I spend a lot of my lunch breaks just kicking it by myself on the phone with my girlfriend eating. And we have to be isolated, right? There's things going on that prevent people from just kicking it. So I decided, why not spend a little bit of my lunch break kicking it with you all? And I'm gonna react to a video that I have never seen before. This video is junk food, the odd ones out. So Nate showed me a few of the videos by the odd ones out, and they're all hilarious, well animated, and I can relate to a lot of it. Junk food being an issue for me, I am a junk food addict. I eat way too many snacks. I snack constantly, and it's something that I'm trying to improve on because it's not really good for my health. But I'm interested to see what the odd ones out put out about junk food. Let's go ahead and check this out. I'm watching this on a tablet.
Today's video was sponsored by carrots. We're actually alright if you put other stuff on us. I wouldn't consider my parents health nuts, more like health kernels. They would never buy unhealthy snacks, but they wouldn't force me and my siblings to go outside and play because it was always burning hot. And we just licked the melted candy off the sidewalk anyways.
Oh my God,
they would never
rough.
buy sugary cereal. The most sugary cereal my parents got was Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios are good.
The Honey Nut Cheerios with regular ones to make it more healthy or something. So I would start every day spending 15 minutes picking out the regular Cheerios from the cereal bowl. That's right, my parents didn't buy us Cable, Cocoa Puffs, or candy. My life sucked. We were allowed to eat sugary cereal for one day out of the year, and that was on Christmas morning. It's a fun tradition, and we still do it to this day. As a kid, I would always get jealous when my friends would pull out their Lunchables and tell me how much their family ate out and all the sugary cereals they got to eat. Meanwhile, I had a PB&J sandwich on wheat bread with the crust still on, but it's okay because I like the crust. But now looking back, I'm just so grateful that my mom cared enough about my health to instill these healthy eating habits into me at a young age. I mean, I don't follow them anymore because I live on my own and I don't know how to cook and Bagel Bites taste so darn good, but I'm still thankful my mom taught me what I should be doing. Now, if there's any parents watching this going, I like the way this James's mom character thinks. Good. I would recommend to all parents that you should be teaching your kids healthy eating habits as soon as possible. I definitely didn't appreciate it at the time, but now that I'm older and wiser, I'm thankful that I like the taste of wheat bread. My parents had a saying, the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. They would always get wheat bread. Even for hot dog and hamburger buns, they got wheat. Some of you might have had to use sandwich bread as hot dog buns. You're poor, I get it, but at least you didn't have to use wheat bread. However, now that I live on my own, I still get the wheat bread because I don't want to die young. I still have YouTube videos to make. Some things never change, I guess. Except I do get the white hot dog buns. The wheat ones are still gross. When I was a very little kid, my dad's work was throwing a barbecue get-together thing, and I got to eat as many hot dogs on white bread as I could handle. But the best part of it all was I got to wash it down with soda. Listen, I was very sugar-deprived back home. I had to catch up on all the sugar I was missing out on. I don't remember what the soda was exactly, but let's just say for the sake of this story, it was an original bottle of Coke from the 1800s. It might as well have had cocaine because I was addicted to all the white powdery stuff they added into that drink. Pretty soon, my tummy started to get the rumblies, and I had no idea what was causing it. So I told my dad, "Dad, my tummy hurts." And he said,
all right, I'm pausing the video right here. So I can relate to the whole, not getting soda, having to eat everything on wheat bread. I totally get it. And I also experienced the issue that I believe is about to go down right now. Not personally, but like I said, I witnessed it. So I have a friend who is doing much better now, but at this point in time, he was just an absolute savage about drinking soda. And my band was playing at a punk rock club, which is notorious for having not the most clean, welcoming place to go use the restroom. So he goes in there after, he may have had this 2 liter of Mountain Dew for like 30 minutes, maybe. But he chugged practically that bottle of Mountain Dew, and then he was like, oh man, my stomach is hurting. This bathroom was destroyed. He took a massive dump in this bathroom at this punk rock club, And the people that frequent this establishment know if you're going into that bathroom, it has to be serious business. People don't want to go there. But I saw person after person walk into that bathroom and not even a second later walk right back out. So they already knew it was going to be bad. But it was so bad that it turned people away from their emergency situations. They had to go to that door initially out of desperation. And still, whatever was happening inside of their body, whatever functioning, was not serious enough that they wanted to face what that man laid down after he drank that bottle of Mountain Dew. It was probably, it could have been 15 minutes maybe, and he had just, chugged that thing down. It was a hilarious situation. I'm pretty sure that's where this is going. Let's start this over again and find out.
It's probably because you're dehydrated. Here, have some soda. And I still respected my dad at that age and thought he knew what he was talking about, so I drank more soda. And then I threw up and my dad said, we should leave. I mentioned this next story
Not
in my
what I was
first book,
thinking.
available in bookstores near you. Be on the lookout for book number 2, coming out at the end of March. But one time my mom bought a giant 3-pound bag of Skittles. I forgot
It's a
what she
big
bought
bag.
them for, but they definitely weren't for us. She locked them away in a closet because she knew what us kids would do if we got our grubby little hands on the Skittles. This wasn't the first time my mom had to hide candy from us, but this
my
time
God.
she forgot to lock the closet, leaving the Skittles unprotected. And me and my older brother ate the entire thing, and we would have gotten away with it, but then something came up. Puke. I threw up on the family room carpet. My mom saw how rainbow the throw up was and immediately put 2 and 2 together and knew that we had gotten into her Skittles.
This man
The funny part of this
pukes over
story is that my
everything.
older brother got punished, but I didn't. Because according to my mom, I had already suffered enough. And that's why that story is in the chapter titled, Perks of Being the Younger Brother. Anyways, don't eat so much candy that you throw up. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about M&Ms for a while, so to make it go faster, instead of saying
Why do you have a
M&Ms,
Dr.
I'm just gonna
Phil
say
M&M?
In one of my older videos, I said that my favorite candy bar was and every time I would tell people that, they would always say, that's not a candy bar.
It's not.
I just can't do this anymore. But then something interesting happened. A year after that video was posted, actually released a bar version of their candy. So now I
No,
can
they've had the
absolutely
candy
say
bars
that is my
for a
favorite
minute.
candy bar and not get any weird looks. Someone at the marketing team sent me a box of candy bars, and I think they wanted me to promote it, but because I said that are my favorite candy bar, whenever I go to a convention, sometimes you guys bring me candy, which is very thoughtful, but I like other things too, like Oreos and Twix and money. I'm just saying you don't have to bring
Definitely
me
the
all
last
the
one.
time. When I was visiting London, I went to the store with my friends Adam and Mads, and if you don't know about the London store, it's 4 stories tall, 35,000 square feet, and according to Wikipedia, the largest sweet store in the world. So it was kind
Dang.
of big. Once I stepped inside, my first thought was, okay, this is too much. It was like the candy forest scene in Willy Wonka, except it was all chocolate and expensive. In one part of the store, you could make your own custom with a picture and 2 phrases. So for the picture, I Googled my cartoon self, held up my phone to the camera, and it bloody worked, mate. And for the phrases, naturally we wanted to write something that was meaningful, so we wrote Mad Stinks and Adam Smells. But the employee didn't allow us to write that because it was too negative and went against the brand. So knowing we
Wow.
were not allowed to roast each other, the next phrases we decided to print was get mads and something else YT. It wasn't creative, but without being able to make fun of each other, we didn't have a lot to work with. But those phrases weren't allowed either because they were the names of some YouTubers, so they got flagged by the system and they told us, you'll need permission from the YouTuber even though you're both right here. Listen boys, I'm just a employee, I don't want to get sued. On one hand, I'm glad that has a system in place to prevent people from stealing. But on the other hand, it's just What do you think we're gonna do with them? So after 2 failed attempts at getting the phrase we wanted, we settled on getting Adam and Mads. At least I still got my Cannonball guy printed, even though technically this image is copyrighted, so you'll be hearing from my lawyers soon.
The Dr.
One
Phil
of the
M&M is
disadvantages
too
of being
much.
a YouTuber is the lack of benefits. We don't even have dental. And with all the junk food I'm eating and the flossing I'm not doing, I should probably see one. Can I confess something? I didn't know dentists were optional. I thought they summoned you to their offices like jury duty. That's what it felt like when I was a kid. I've never gotten a cavity though, at least not one that I know of. so at least I'm doing something right. Now comes the part of the video where I give you advice on eating healthy, but I'm still working on that myself. And when I don't know
Me
what to
too.
eat, I can't help but biting down on a delicious carrot. Carrots are the most popular vegetable in the world, having been nominated as the best orange thing ever. Use code ODD1 next time you purchase a carrot to get 5,000 free carrot points and a bunch of weird looks at the grocery store. Give your body the fuel it needs. You wouldn't pour soda in a car engine and expect it to run. Of course, that's not really the best metaphor to use because you also wouldn't pour water into a car and expect it to run. I guess everyone drink gasoline because cars and people are the same. But the point is, you've only got one body, so you should take care of it. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the first
Wow.
video of 2020.
Thanks for
Did
the
any of you
reality
eat sugary
check
cereals
on
as
how
a kid?
terrible I've been to myself there at the end of the video.
Me neither. I want to get sappy for a second and thank everyone for supporting me. It's crazy how far we've come in how long has it been? 6 years? Many of you have noticed some Odd Ones Out merch popping up at Hot Topic, GameStop, Box Lunch, and Target, and all of this has happened because of your support, and it really means the world to me. I want to give a big shout out to my amazing team who worked on this video. All of their socials are in the description.
All right,
I
I'm
wouldn't have
cutting
been
out
able
the
to
end of it, but wow, yeah, no, I can totally relate to that. Totally, especially with the wheat bread situation. Like, I started out living with my mother. She had sole custody of me. Well, joint custody of me. I would go visit my dad sometimes on the weekends. But, you know, later on in life, I went to live with my dad. And when I moved in with him, it was all wheat bread, eating healthy. I was a bit of a savage up until that point. So it was like all these chemicals that I was addicted to were just being flushed out of me, and I was so angry. It was hard to kick the caffeine, the sugar, and the terrible stuff that I was eating and still eat now, and I'm trying to do better and cutting out on that because I'm supposed to be able to be a professional wrestler and a punk rock singer and these things that are hard to do when you're not taking care of yourself. So I got to get back on that, but I understand. But the M&Ms being a candy bar thing, the candy bar M&Ms have existed for a while, but the idea that a bag of M&Ms candy is a candy bar, like, no, I'm not on that. No, I can't agree with that. I'm gonna have to check out. If somebody can link me in the description what he's talking about, his defense of M&Ms being a candy bar, please do so. But yeah, what a guy. This dude puking over everything, like puking over soda, puking over the Skittles. That's a bit much. I mean, they must have really just binged that stuff really quick. Great animation, wonderful storyteller. I always love the stories from Odd Ones Out. Go ahead and check out that channel. Give them a like if you haven't. Subscribe. They definitely kill it. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, if you like what I did here, sharing my lunch break with you in the back seat of my car with my tablet on my tablet holder and my cell phone, like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to be putting out gameplay content. I'm going to be putting out retrospective videos. I'm going to be showing my girlfriend some of the nerdy stuff that I grew up with, and you can watch her make fun of me. You know, I'm just having fun with this. It's been a great time so far. So until the next video, I'll see y'all around.